Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And today, very big news coming out of the community stream. So I'm not even going to bother doing a whole community stream recap. We're going to focus on the big topic at hand here, which is they have finally announced the solution to the gem cap. So I'm going to quickly summarize what this gem cap is. Those of you who have been following my videos, notice I've been doing hashtag stop the cap in all my videos. Essentially, I'm probably not going to have to do it anymore because this looks like a reasonable solution. Overall, the whole situation still doesn't make sense, and we'll talk about that. We're going to kind of discuss it, kind of what this means for the game, why they did it, what it means moving forward, things like that. But quick little summary of what happened was several months ago, they announced that they were going to limit the amount of paid gems you could hold on your account to 300,000. If you exceeded that amount, you would be locked out of making purchases until you dipped below that. The reason why this was such a big problem is because it would always use your free-to-play gems first. So there are a lot of players in the game that are just veteran players, not even necessarily whales, because I don't consider myself a whale, and I'm getting kind of close to the gem cap myself. But there are players that have huge gem stashes that this would greatly affect because they essentially, so for example, there are players that have, say, 1 million gems, and they might have 500,000 of it paid, 500,000 unpaid. They would have to spend down all 500,000 of their unpaid gems, and then another 200,000 of their paid gems just to be able to, say, buy a costume pack or something, which was really dumb. And there was a huge outlash from this. Basically, the outcry caused them to delay the gem cap. And so that's basically the point we've been at now, is where we were just kind of in limbo. They said, we are postponing it, and they didn't say when they would come up with a decision or when a resolution would come into play, any of that. So we're just kind of in limbo right now, right? The gist of what we got was that they were going to look at alternate solutions, and it looks like that's what they've done here. So the exciting news today, they led with this in the community stream, which they should have. This is definitely the big news. They have come up with a solution to the gem cap. So essentially what this solution is they are on May 26th, which is just in a few days, they are going to be releasing multi-draw tickets. And what these multi-draw tickets are is they are literally the same as doing a gem pull. So if you do a multi-draw ticket, it will be a 10+1 pull. It'll have the exact same rates, and you still earn G tokens. So you still earn credit toward pity. So it is literally the exact same thing as using your gems. There is a limit to hold 999 of these multi-draw tickets. So technically, people could still get capped, but it would be absolutely ridiculous at this point. It basically, to max out on these gem draw tickets, you would need to spend 5 million gems, which I don't know that there are any players at 5 million gems. Even if they were at 5 million gems, they could just buy up to 999 and they should be under the gem cap. Like, you would have to be a ridiculous whale of some kind to have that many gems. So I think this is going to help everybody. The other thing is, these tickets do not ever expire, and the tickets will be used up before any of your gems. So basically the hierarchy will be this. You go in on a banner, you're going to do multi-draws. First would be a free multi would go first if it's got a free multi. Then these tickets would go off next. Then unpaid gems, and then paid gems would be the last. But essentially this is going to allow every player to put themselves below the gem cap so that they can purchase what they need. And having these tickets doesn't hurt your account. The way that you'd want to think of this is essentially like buying a gift card. That's the kind of the comp I've been hearing about. I kind of dove into the community a little bit. I wanted to get some other opinions, make sure that I'm not crazy when I'm kind of analyzing this and everything, and I kind of just like to get a general sense of what people are thinking. But essentially, yeah, you can think of this as like buying a gift card that never expires. So you take your gems, you buy these tickets. They are literally the exact same thing as your gems. It's just a different way to store your gems, essentially, so that you can get under the gem cap, right? So to me, this is a very good thing. They don't expire, and it's going to be awesome. Now, the issue here still, if you want to say that there's an issue, is the obvious first thing people are asking is, well, if you're going to do this, why not just get rid of the gem cap, right? Because if you think about it, basically what Square Enix did, or whoever made this decision, right, at Square Enix, they basically created a problem, which was the gem cap itself was a problem, and they basically just solved their own problem but they still want to implement the gem cap. So they're basically making things difficult for themselves. They could have avoided all of this, right? By just not having a gem cap. So kind of what I've gathered from this, or kind of what I'm getting to, or kind of what the community is thinking, is there's clearly some suit at Square Enix, some person that's completely disconnected with gachas, has no idea about the community, whatever, that for some reason they are hell-bent that we need to have a gem cap in the game, right? And my guess is that people like Sqex Joshua and the people closer to the game, maybe the developers and whatnot, probably like tried to fight this and say, please, we don't need the gem cap, and whoever the suit is like, yes, we must have a gem cap, whatever. So essentially what the people closer to the community decided to do is like, all right, well, let's just come up with a way to get around the gem cap so that the suit can still have his gem cap that he wants to have, right? So essentially, within the game, they created their own problem, and they're creating their own solution to their own problem so that their original problem can still exist without affecting us, essentially is what's happening, right? So basically, nothing in this whole thing has done anything to help Opera Omnia in any way. If anything, overall, I think this still hurt the game, because there are whales that, because the gem cap was coming at one point, even before today when it was up in the air, there were players maybe summoning on banners they wouldn't have summoned on. Maybe summoning for LDs that they didn't really want, just because they were trying to get their gem counts down. So there are players that have already maybe lost gems that they shouldn't have lost because they dove into banners that they didn't want to. So that's one, I think, hurt from it. The other thing is just the initial gem cap itself was such a bad look for them that there were players that maybe have already quit or deterred them from the game. My hope now moving forward that this essentially fixes it, that those people that still love the game, like for someone like me, I feel very good, like I have a sigh of relief right now, knowing that I can safely move forward in the game, spend the gems how I want to. I can just jump in and buy these multi-draw tickets at any time and not have to worry about my gem stash getting too crazy, right? So overall, it is a good thing. Still a little perplexing that there was even that gem cap to begin with. I'm just going to check. I did write a couple notes here. I just want to see if there's anything else that I missed. No, I think I pretty much covered everything I want to. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this whole situation. Let me know if you are happy with this solution, if you feel still negative about this solution anyway. I overall do feel good about this. I feel like the gem cap fiasco is now over. I'm going to stop promoting Stop the Cap in my videos. Pretty much everything is going to run normal at this point. I feel good because I guess the other thing I'll throw in at the end of this video, I think the one overall positive that comes from this is it shows that there are people out there that work within the company that care about the game and the community enough for, one, to delay the gem cap, and then two, to actually fix it in what I feel is actually a very satisfying way. This, I believe, is one of the solutions we talked about when we were trying to like brainstorm solutions and videos or whatever. This actually, to me, would be like probably one of the top tier solutions they could have come up with, because essentially it doesn't change anything. Like, you literally, it's just like storing your gems in a different way so you don't have to lose any of your gems and you get around the gem cap. So still perplexing why they don't just get rid of the gem cap. But like I said, I think it's because there's somebody higher up that just wants it for whatever reason, and now they've basically programmed a way to get around it. So anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. I think this is a very good day for DFFOO. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.